everybody, and welcome to the new Bat Friends Adventures, episode 110. I am one of your hosts, Chris, alongside the world champion, Joe. Joe, it's the last episode.
Thank goodness. So what are we gonna call the show for the next 5 episodes?
Oh, you'll find out.
Right now, you'll tell me right now. Like, that's why I'm asking.
Let's workshop this on air.
Oh God. Production meeting. Woo.
I was trying to think of something. And we could do the Super Bat Friends.
Okay.
Which I like more.
Super Bat Friends Adventure Hour.
That's the winner.
That's what it is.
I like that more, and especially since the next 3 episodes are called World's Finest, I was thinking World's Finest Bat Friends.
I like Super Bat Friends Adventure Hour.
Okay, Super Bat Friends. So tune in next week to Super Bat Friends Adventure Hour.
For 5 episodes!
Which means I gotta create new art. 5 episodes.
Well, you're the one that started this.
Yeah.
We never had to change the name. You chose to change the name. See, then after that, it's easy. Because then it's Bat Friends Beyond.
Yeah.
Right. But then, when we go back to Justice League...
That's going to be tough. I have no clue. Because whatever I decide for Justice League...
it becomes unlimited.
It just becomes that unlimited, yeah. So it's easy after that.
Oh... Comic naming conventions are stupid.
And then after, because we're skipping the Batman, right? Because nobody wants that.
You keep saying you want to skip the Batman. I don't care. We watched this. We can watch anything.
If we do the Batman, it'll be the Bat Friends. Because I'm lazy.
Sure.
And then Brave and the Bold will probably be Bat Friends, Brave and the Bold. Unless I come up with some catchier.
The Brave and the Bat Friends. Lean into it.
So what do we decide? The Super
Bat Friends Adventure Hour.
I should probably write that down.
It's a good idea. Because then what's going to happen is you're going to put the episode out. I'm like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be the Super Bat Friends Adventure Hour. Drink your Ovaltine.
Ovaltine? Why do they call it Ovaltine?
That was my first podcast. It was the Optimistic Nihilist Hour. And I loved it because it was never an hour long.
Well, I'd always joke that if I did just a strictly Marvel podcast, it'd be the Marvel Minute. And then because I can always stretch a podcast in 3 hours.
Yeah.
It would just be the Marvel Minute, 3-hour podcast.
Yeah, as it should be.
Alright. So, hallelujah, we're almost done with new Batman Adventures. We're going to watch... Why do I keep writing 23 over and over again?
Because you're like Jim Carrey in that movie and you're having a psychotic break.
It's true. This is episode 24 of the new Batman Adventures, titled Judgment Day. It's written by Richard Fogel and Alan Burnett, and directed by Kurt Gedda.
Fogel wrote one of the fucking Superman episodes. This is all his fault. I'm blaming him.
We'll get to that when we get there. But somebody else pops up there, too.
Oh,
and
God.
that bitch deserves to not write anymore.
Fucking Penguin and his sexy goons.
This made me laugh because I saw the sexy goons, and since you've been talking about the t-shirt for so long...
Yeah.
Whenever sexy goons pop up now, I'm just think of that. They call me Two-Face.
Now remember, in Batman Forever, Two-Face has sexy goons. He has Sugar and Spice. Sugar is Drew Barrymore.
That's fantastic.
Yep. That awakened things in me at that age.
Does he ever get everything nice?
Probably. Croc with a briefcase is funny. Just a funny visual.
I'm just going to leave this entire show could just disappear tomorrow.
Yep.
I like that penguin, though.
Yeah, penguin's fine.
This.
I hate this. I hate this on multiple levels. So, how I first hated it was that this is endemic of their character design.
Yes.
He's just black with a wig. It's a giant fucking shadow with a fucking white wig on.
And when Joe says black with a wig, he literally means they outlined a human figure with a black pen.
Kind of.
And then
because he's in a robe. So you don't even really have a human figure. You just kind of have, like, the idea of one.
Yeah. So we're not even talking about the skin color of the human involved. We're just saying it's a black figure with a robe. And somehow he has a sword in the robe.
Yeah. Well, he's got a bunch of stuff. He's got a hammer at one point.
I do enjoy this.
That's some severe oral right there. That penguin's fucking penguin. And, like, he doesn't even have a face.
Yeah.
Like, it's just garbage.
Are his hands gray?
Yes, which they're gloves, but kind of makes sense when Croc sitting on a couch in the sewer is hilarious to me, with a poster of himself on the wall.
It would be better if it was Killer Croc Morgan, world champ.
It would,
but
an associate of yours? Not when we're in the car, Alfred. And they've done this story before. Where one of the councilmen's fucking crooked and trying to use somebody to pit people against each other. It's just...
It's almost over, Joe.
Not soon enough. It's all Superman's fault.
It is, and we'll get to that.
I know, and that's the problem. We're going back to the problem. I wish you'd shut the fuck up.
Why do the cops have bags of money?
Because it's the transit authority. They're picking up the tolls.
Yeah, the fucking tolls.
Because it's the 30s, even though it's the not. There's no easy pass in Gotham.
This made me laugh. I don't care.
See,
yeah,
I know. But like when they had that, I thought he was gonna just fucking cut a hole because the truck would not be open if they were transporting cash like that. I thought he was just gonna cut a hole and they're gonna drive away and he was gonna be walking down in the sewer with money bags. Yes, he got a hammer. Don't know how he got up there.
His skin is gray.
Makes sense for half of them. Spoiler alert, it's Two-Face, everybody. Two-Face is the judge.
And he becomes Three-Face.
And that's the other reason I hate this. I hate the idea of, like, well, Two-Face is developing another personality. Shut up. Just shut up. A, it's not how it works. B, how you had it work isn't really how it works either, but, like, we can fucking allow that. Like, this is not Big Bad Harv. Who the fuck is this?
Oh, this episode is going to be called Becoming Three-Face.
But, like, he becomes Two-Face because Big Bad Harv takes over.
Yeah. And the second personality is just Big Bad Harv.
Right. So who the fuck is this? Little Dick Judge, I guess. I don't know.
Big Judgmental Harv? I don't know.
Stupid. And then there's no Robin, because why not?
Yeah, and Batman's not that great of a detective because he couldn't figure it out.
Somebody put... I'm assuming it was from fucking White Knight or something. Because it looks like it's Harley pregnant with a big old belly. Mm-hmm. And it's just Batman standing there like, you're pregnant. And she just goes, world's greatest detective. And it makes me laugh. But like this too, right? So Batman figures out it's Harvey because of the fucking hammer. Because it's an award that's given out to lawyers.
Yeah.
Why does Harvey still have that after all this time? It's a giant fucking mallet. Where was it? He's fucking camping out in abandoned buildings because he's a criminal. But he's making sure to move the mallet with him every time?
It's a really important mallet.
Apparently.
I like that he was just handed floppy disks. It makes me just so happy. They linger on that shot for way too long.
Well, they want the kids to know that he's a fucking asshole, and they're right. But our cameras caught it all, folks. Oh, that's the other thing. Oh yeah, there's the Riddler. So this is the second time Riddler shows up in this.
Oh,
it's ironic. It's ironic that you brought that up before we recorded this.
I completely forgot about that.
That's funny. I did too, because it's not fucking memorable at all.
He looks like an even shittier version of Jim Carrey. So
yes, because at least Jim Carrey had multiple question marks.
Yeah.
And an eye mask, a domino mask, if you will. See, but if we watch 89 Batman, we get to listen to Prince.
Yes.
And that makes it worth it.
We can do it. If one person hears this, one person, and purchases our commentary track for Mask of the Phantasm, then we will do 89 Batman.
I guess we're never going to do 89 Batman, guys.
I needed just one person.
I know. You should never set the goal that low because it's more disappointing when it doesn't happen.
No, because I've already given up hope. When there's no hope, there's no disappointment.
Oh, no. There is always disappointment.
We'll still probably do it one day because we'll be like, it's a good idea.
2020. That was last year. That's the COVID building.
It's true. I was thinking about something the other day, too, after we both picked up our books.
Yes.
What would make your idea for YouTube? Everybody out there, Joe had an idea of where we just react to So Yummy videos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What would make that even better is if that was the content for Clicks Nexus.
Clicks Nexus reacts to So Yummy.
I'm sitting at home like, how funny it would be if someone's like, yeah, Clicks Nexus. And then just me and you be like, man, that looks good.
Or me starting to go, oh no, baby, what is you doing? Oh. No, Nexus videos actually get decent. I mean, not great, but decent, respectable. That's something I could talk to you about off air.
I'd say Fortress is starting to get some views. YouTube doesn't totally hate us now.
Nobody knew about this except for you.
Give me your credit card.
The one that says Two-Face. Oh.
There's a whole new crop of people discovering that again.
Okay.
And now every time that pops up, I just link to our episode. We're like, we were there already.
Yeah. Motherfuckers. Just like the OSHA not being in Gotham. Well, we broke that first.
I saw somebody on Twitter say, like, I'm finally gonna do it. I'm gonna start my OnlyFans page, but instead of sexy time, I'm just gonna take videos of me breaking OSHA rules over and over again.
Well, you better price that appropriately to pay for the fines.
Let's not get too rambunctious.
The good guys in a slap fight. Now that I would pay to see that. Batman and Judge just having a slap fight. Oh, there was something else I was just gonna say that went right out of my head.
Where's the Joker?
Oh, I can't remember if I told you this, but I had proof. I always talked about it because we had previews a couple weeks ago, and the joke that I've had is that nobody reads the articles when people do previews, which is true.
Yeah.
And then I linked it on Reddit, and I go, I have hard, concrete proof. Because one of the characters I got to preview was an Infinity Warps character.
Mm-hmm.
Firebelly.
Yeah.
And somebody commented, who the fuck is Firebelly? And all I wrote about Firebelly was that he was from Infinity Wars and exactly who he was. So if the person had read the article, they would have had the answer to their question. Instead of just looking at the picture and being like, oh, what's this character do?
Yeah, but reading is hard.
It is. HeroClix players get weirdly defensive about it, too. Like, how dare you ask me to read? And it's like, I'm sorry, I thought you were an adult. Clearly, I was wrong. I shouldn't say that. Kids would read better. And be nicer about it. Or just call me gay. Which I would be, you know what? I would prefer at a certain point. You shouldn't yell at your constituents. I don't know where to find a job. You're looking at him, pal. I believe him.
That's the other part, is it's like a subconscious personality.
Right.
Oh, it's so stupid.
I know. I didn't like it. I don't like it in Arkham, the Serious House on Serious Earth or whatever, the fucking Morrison one, where it's like, well, how we're curing him is we have him using a tarot deck, so it's more choices. And it's like, alright, I get it at the time, but now it's stupid.
Well, Grant was doing a lot of drugs back then.
You know what? I wish Grant was still doing a lot of drugs. His comics were better when he was doing a lot of drugs.
It's true.
Oh, Gothcorp. How I love thee. We could have flipped on it. So I listened to the episode where I did a Gilbert impression, and I was like, I do a pretty decent Doug Gilbert.
He's examining the hammer.
Yep. The broken hammer, which has now been fixed, by the way. Because the head totally snapped right off the handle.
Oh, look.
We watched it happen.
It's got 4 holes, everybody.
Enhance. That comes up in one of the Superman episodes and started making me laugh. Identify search. It looks like a hammer.
So... It's been a few weeks I watched this, so this is even funnier. But he has a database of awards.
He has a database of images that a hammer could fit in. They're tying them up all kinds of weird. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Alright guys, now we pull his pants down and we have a sword fight in our mouths.
And then we say, oh, what a lovely tea party. So these bracelets are really cool. And I'm like, why doesn't Batman have those? Like, where the fuck did Two-Face get those?
We did.
Cobra! Sorry.
The judge got them.
Yeah, Two-Face. I said what I said. He has keys on his wrist for some reason all of a sudden. That's not how... No. You can't just fucking whip your head and a blindfold comes off. Ring around the rosy.
The sword just like cutting things, because, you know.
It's vibranium. It's another major award. That's a villain. I want a villain that only fights using major awards. So he has like gold medals from the Olympics and he uses them as like bolos.
It's just Tom Cruise with all his awards.
No, Tom Cruise is too short.
People have been saying that to him his entire life.
I know, that's why he stands on apple boxes when he shoots films. Because he knows it's true.
Well, you're screwed, Batman.
Why does he have keys on his wrist? If only Robin was with you.
They're so small, it's such a specific choice.
Yes. Like, I think it comes into something, but I don't remember why.
This one's strong fucking sword.
It's vibranium.
No, it's nth or 10th metal.
10th metal. That's stupid, too. Bring up such stupid shit.
I know, because it makes you angry. That makes for better podcasts.
Does it? Do our numbers go up? I feel like you may have miscalculated. No! We need to cuddle! We need to cuddle! Whoa. Wake me up before you go. Said Wham.
And he's dead. Right there.
Yeah. No, nope. Yep. Yeah. Broke his back on the fall, snapped his neck there. Don't even know what happened there.
Just know he died a third time.
Yeah. Why does he have keys on his wrist?
Oh, that's right.
That's stupid. Keys wouldn't demagnetize them. This could be bad for me. Yoink!
It's Two-Face! I would have gone away with the two if it wasn't for that meddling Batman.
Here's his weird mask thing. Lots of luck. I'm out. By the way, just like, see ya! No, it's the judge. No, it's Two-Face. Literally caught standing there just fucking holding, accused of kickbacks. Batman's wearing his turtleneck.
It's still a weird look.
Create a third personality that would fight crime. Isn't that what Harvey was? Because he was a district attorney?
And wouldn't that be a fourth personality?
It depends. Because they do treat Two-Face as different than Big Bad Harv.
We'll say if Harvey's the original.
Yep.
Who then has Big Bad Harv.
Yes. And then Two-Face is like the merged version of them. It's the fusion, if you will. They did the fusion dance.
Okay. And
that's what was in the acid. The acid was the fusion dance.
So would that be a third personality?
I don't know. It's all dumb.
Well, good news, Joe. It's all over now.
You made me think of a Jesus joke I made earlier. It's very inappropriate that I'm not going to tell on air.
Well, that's unfortunate. If people did want to hear that Jesus joke, where can they find you on the internet?
JoePank.com. JoePanc.com. Let me tell you something. If you go to patreon.com/JoePank or ClicksNexus and you sign up and you send me a message with the headline Jesus joke and the body that says Bat Friends, that says the Super Bat Friends Adventure Hour, I will tell you what that Jesus joke was. Only $2 a month, either one. That's all you have to give. You can give more. You get sweet stickers if you give more. You can follow me on Twitter, Cthulhu Holmes or Joe Pank, both get you there. You can follow me on Instagram. I've been trying to put more stuff up. I've been thinking about putting more stuff up. I might start working on more stuff to get more stuff up. I just want to say more stuff up. And, yeah. This fucking show's dead. Not the podcast. I mean, the podcast is dead. But New Batman Adventures is dead. Yay.
And as always, you can find me at Fortress Chris on Twitter, at FortressComicNews.com. Remember to give us a 5-star review on whatever podcatcher you're using, and to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/FortressComics. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll see you all here next week.
Judge my balls.